The Peregrine Falcon, a film by Laura Ramsey and Jesse Bonnet. The peregrine falcon, also known as a raptor, which is another term for bird of prey. These falcons are the most common raptors in the world and live in all but one continent, Antarctica. The peregrine falcon has 3 types of species that live in North America: the Pealy, the Tundris, and the Ananum. In the Okanagan, you'll mostly find the Ananums. Their name peregrine means wanderer. These raptors have an amazing homing instinct that can lead them back to preferred areas while outside their nesting season. They are capable of traveling up to 25,000 kilometers in a single year. Additionally, their ability to fly at speeds upwards of 320 kilometers an hour. They are one of the fastest in the animal kingdom. These raptors have been renowned for hundreds of years as remarkable hunters, making them a favored bird for falconers. Falconry is a sport that goes back hundreds of years, dating back to ancient Egypt and China. Even the god Horus was a peregrine falcon, and the falcon's eye was artistically depicted as a very famous symbol, the Eye of Horus. The desired habitat for the peregrine falcon is among mountains, close to high cliffs, open fields, and along shores or coastal areas. This allows the raptor to find and feed on their preferred diet, including many species of birds and bats. Raptors prefer to stalk their prey from up high before they plunge at high speeds, killing their prey typically on impact. These raptors have been able to adapt to urban environments due to economic development, which has now included rodents into their otherwise avian diet. Raptors will also choose to keep their nests in high cliff ranges or on top of a tall building. However, these peregrine falcons in the Okanagan Valley could be connected to significant climatic events, suggesting that this raptor is quite sensitive to the environmental change, such as heavy rainfall and high winds, resulting in significant disturbances of their nesting. Furthermore, in urban settings, there have been some nest losses in combination with commotion from construction, bridge maintenance, and unnecessary examination by bird watchers. Social causes. Back in the 1970s, the peregrine falcon was placed on the endangered species list in both Canada and in the United States. The reason for the significant decline in numbers of this particular raptor was the use of DDT, a harsh chemical pesticide used on crops throughout North America. This pesticide was contaminating the avian population of which the peregrine falcon fed on. The effects of this contamination were then producing eggs with a thin shell which could easily be destroyed. The raptor's numbers were drastically decreasing as a result of not being able to reproduce properly. DDT has since been illegal, but even though the population of the raptor has increased significantly over the past 30 years, it has struggled to grow in the Okanagan. There was a reassigned special concern status in April of 2007 in Canada relating to the peregrine falcon species Anantums and the Tundris. A study suggests that the peregrine falcon in North America is one such species that has required extensive monitoring to assess its progress towards achieving a sustainable population. J.M. Cooper writes that one positive development in the BC interior is the successful hacking of captive raised peregrine falcons in Kelowna. In 1998, 1999, and 2000, a total of 30 birds were released into the wild. However, after only 3 years, the program stopped due to complaints by locals and funding. Locals felt that the raptors were responsible for killing too many of the songbirds in the area. Another study has said that if was deemed unlikely that peregrine falcons could breed successfully in the Okanagan unless they fed on a diet primarily of doves. This is due to the chemical pesticides used in the crops in the Okanagan area, which are still causing egg mortality. An individual solution would include placing protective nesting boxes throughout the Okanagan in the known habitats of the peregrine falcon. These boxes would be placed away from locally accessed areas to prevent minimal human disturbances. These boxes would have a cover and a draining mechanism so that it could withstand certain harsh climate conditions. They would allow the raptor to have a higher potential for success in their breeding practices. Furthermore, a sociological solution, the Okanagan communities heavily rely on their agriculture that would include vineyards, orchards, and farming. By coming together as a community to promote the use of safe pesticides that are not only healthier for the individual consuming grown products, but for the animals themselves. The peregrine falcon is not the only one that suffers from adverse effects of these poisonous chemicals.